I'm going to explain how I would put a texturizer on my hair. And today we're going to be using the Olive Oil Mild Touch Relaxer. So I'm going to explain how I would put a texturizer on my hair. And today we're going to be using the Olive Oil Mild Touch Relaxer. Okay. The reason why I chose this relaxer box is because I want to keep some of my natural curl pattern. I don't want it to be completely bone straight. So that is why I got the mild, because my hair is a little thick, but I do want it to be manageable. In this kit, you do have the mild base, okay? You also have the olive oil that comes with it. So I'm going to be mixing it in with the base. And of course, you have the actual mild touch activator. And then it also comes with a leave-in packet conditioner where you will leave it in. And then it comes with a regular conditioner that is wash out. And then of course it has the neutralizing shampoo when it's time for me to rinse the relaxer out. Okay. It also has a daily moisturizing cream to keep your hair moisturized on a daily basis. So that's what's all included in the kit. All right, let's get started. Now that we have our content completely mixed and put together, now we're ready to apply the texturizer to your roots. So I've already sectioned my hair into 4 sections, as you can see, and I've already based around my edges so that way the product doesn't get on my skin. You know, you want to, ladies, you always want to make sure you protect your edges. So I do like to start in the front of my hair. I don't know, it's just easier that way for me, but you can start on any section as you please. Most beauticians prefer to start from the back, but again, this is my preference. I like to start in the front. So let me just show you. It's good to have a rat tail comb with you as well. Also, make sure you wear your protective gloves because you don't want to get chemicals on your hands. So here we go. I will show you how I apply it towards on the edges. Okay, at the base of my hair. Okay, just like that. You know, you just want to apply it on your new growth. Okay. Not the entire hair. And then you want to take one section and again just apply it on the root of your hair, and you just pretty much continue on for each section. And I will continue on and do this all throughout my hair. Okay, see you in a few minutes. Okay, so now that I have the product all throughout my hair, the next step would be to get in the shower and rinse it out, and I will be washing it out with a neutralizing shampoo. Okay, so that will be the next step, and then also I'm going to follow it with a washout conditioner, the olive oil conditioner. I love this conditioner. It is infused with the sweet orange, and it smells so good in your hair. So, and then the final step will be the leave-in conditioner that is going to stay in my hair. This is not a washout. It's going to give me that extra moisture that I like in my hair. So stay tuned for the next steps, and then I will show you how I'm going to dye my hair. Okay, so now that my hair is thoroughly washed and I've washed out all the texturizer, and I also rinsed out the conditioner, now the next step of my hair process is I am going to be putting a semi-permanent hair dye. I mainly use semi-permanent because I like to cover my grays. I don't like to do a permanent dye hair color because it damages your hair. So this will be the next step. You always want to make sure you wear protective gloves at all times to protect your hands. And basically you just go ahead and get started. You know, you just put it all over your hair. I mostly get grays in the front of my hair, so I really concentrate in the front. But I am going to be using the entire bottle just so the hair dye can be saturated. And then I use a wide tooth comb, and I might part my hair. And again, I am covering most of the grays. So I'll go ahead and do this and get started, and stay tuned for the next step. Okay, so the processing time has been 25 minutes. So the next process is I am going to hop in the shower and rinse out the hair dye. And then my final step process is to put the leave-in conditioner. I do not wash this out. This is gonna stay in my hair for the extra moisture. So stay tuned, and we'll start the next step of the Flexirods. So now that I have thoroughly washed out the hair dye, the final step would be the leave-in conditioner. So that way I can have the extra moisture in my hair. So I'm gonna apply it all over generously. Basically, I'm just gonna use the entire packet that came with the Texturizer kit. So let me go ahead and do that and detangle, and I will be right back. Now that I have the leave-in conditioner in my hair thoroughly all over my head, I'm ready to start my Flexirod set. I typically don't do leave-in conditioners because sometimes I do feel like it does weigh my hair down. However, I do want the moisture in my hair. So, but I do have several different sizes of Flexirods. You know, I'm talking about from the tiniest when my hair was super short back in the day, to, you know, small to regular size, and now I'm up to the jumbo since my hair is longer now. So I will show you how to basically, you know, put the hair on the rod. So first I want to start off with a clip and section my hair. And as you can see, it's definitely thorough detangled. Okay, and then I am going to take one little section, and you always want to make sure you have some clips just to kind of get that hair out the way. Okay, and then I am going to make sure the section that I'm rolling is thoroughly detangled, and the mousse that I'm going to be using today is Lotta Body. I do like Lotta Body because it's not crunchy, it doesn't flake. So You want to be very generous with it. And you put it on your hair. You take your rat tail comb. Okay, and then you grab your rod that you want to use. So I'm going to start off with the jumbo, and you basically just want to start at the base and wrap your hair around it like that. And make sure that it's wrapped really good on the end. And then you grab the end and you fold it down like that, just to kind of secure it. See? And there you have it. You have it. So let me do one more just so you can get the hang of it. I'm going to take another section of my hair. Once again, I'm going to take some mousse, put it on a section of the hair, take my rat tail comb, and smooth it out. And now I am done with rolling my entire head with the Flexirods. So the size that I used was pretty much the medium to jumbo because, again, I want full curls. I don't want them to be too tight. So I did get a bigger Flexirod just so they can be loose curls. And basically I am going to go ahead and sit under the dryer. Again, it's probably going to take about an hour to 2 hours. I'm just going to pretty much put on a Netflix movie and sit under the dryer just to kind of bypass the time. So we'll see how it turns out. Okay, ladies, so here is the part where I'm going to be doing the takedown. However, I did take one of them down just so I can see if my hair is thoroughly dried. As I stated before, my hair is super thick, so I am going to have to do a quick little blow dry. If you're going to use the blow dryer just to kind of dry it a little bit, you want to get one of these type of connections that go with on the end of your blow dryer. And let me just demonstrate how that's going to work quickly. Just kind of do it around your hair. You know, you want to focus in on the parts that you think are not dry. So let me do this for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'll be back to do the actual takedown. Okay, it's also good when you're doing roller sets or any type of Flexirod set. It's good to always get like a little fishnet hairnet. It costs about $1 or so from the beauty supply. Basically, I would put it on top and sit under the dryer just so I don't have any flyaways in my hair. Okay, so here's the takedown. So basically, I like to start from the back. That's pretty much my preference. So, but yeah, you just pretty much unravel. Yeah, see, like this one, still kind of damp a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. I might have to later, when I get done with my errands, maybe go back and re-roll that one. So yeah, okay, now that's a good example. You see how I had the bounce back? So that lets you know that your hair is completely dry. But I probably later, I might have to split these two in half and kind of just re-roll it. And I can go over that process later. But right now, for the sake of time, I'm just going to show you. So yeah, you just pretty much unravel it. And yeah, does the bounce back there. So I'm going to do this all over my head and show you. See, now that was a good bounce back. See, also, let me show you the serum that I use when I get ready to do the fluff. But that will be another video. But for right now, I'm just showing you the takedown. So that's a good bounce back. You can always tell when your hair is dry because it bounces back like really, really good. This one, yeah, it's kind of, I can tell it's kind of damp and it's not going to do right. So I'm going to have to go back and curl it later. But yeah, see the bounce back? All right, so yeah, it's probably going to take me about 5 to 10 minutes to do this. And stay tuned. I'll show you what it completely looks like. Bye. Okay, so I'm going to use this serum to separate my curls. And you don't need much, like maybe just a little dime size, just to kind of put in between your fingers when you're separating. So like for an example, I'm going to take this curl and I'm going to do that. Just kind of separate it, you know, just so I can, you know, hide the creases. This is all part of the styling part. For the sake of time, I'm just going to quickly separate them. But if you have a pick, I don't have it conveniently with me right now, but if you have a pick comb, you can also, or you can take your fingers too. You can also use a pick comb just to kind of, you know, fluff it a little bit. You can shake it. The messier, the better it looks, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's all about that separating. I will say, based on the texture of my hair, in the beginning, during the wash process, I did that leave-in conditioner. I believe I did say sometimes I don't like using it because it does weigh your hair down and I feel like it's too much moisture. And yeah, I'm kind of feeling that. I'm kind of feeling like it's too much moisture. Also, one final touch is you want to get you edge cream to like smooth your edges down. So yeah, it's all about smoothing your edges and making it real neat. So I'm going to quickly work on it. So I don't know. What do you think, guys? You think I did a pretty good, okay job? Well, I just got to finish fluffing it and you know, stretching out these curls so my hair won't be so tight. And plus I live in the South here in Houston. So with the humidity, my hair is going to fall anyway. And hey, it'll be perfect. So tonight I will show you how to protect your style when going to bed, going to sleep. And then that way you can preserve your curls. So, all right, well, I got to get it going. Have a good Sunday and stay blessed. Bye.